Now you do.
Ooh,
Got it out
there
of
we
the
go.
way.
Recording in progress.
There it is. When? Tonight. We do.
Tonight.
I keep trying to have you guys do it in unison. 2015's Krampus with a K.
Now there were like 5 of these in 2015, so hopefully I watched the same one.
Well, I started watching the one that was a precautionary tale about stomach Krampus, but I don't think that was right. So
and mine began as some kind of sex ed talk about girls in their monthly cycle. I don't know.
menstrual Krampus. I
Yes,
saw that
menstrual.
one too. Yeah, yeah, menstrual Krampus. Yeah, and then finally Adam Scott,
Belschnickel.
Tony Collette, David Keckner, Krampus. Russ, why did you make us watch this movie?
Well, I wanted to do something festive and different, and a movie that none of us had ever seen. We pick a lot of movies that we've all seen.
It was different because there weren't any subtitles for a Russell suggestion.
There we go. I did want to do Pan's Labyrinth, and Joe bitched, so I picked a movie more in the spirit of Christmas. And
speaking of which,
that was this
Merry
movie.
Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
On the 22nd, 21st, when are we doing this? 22nd.
22nd.
December 22nd,
2022.
Yeah, 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2.
That's right.
There's a 0 in there somewhere, but nobody's counting.
And honestly, the reason I picked this movie is because I was thinking of Dwight, and I thought of Belschnickel.
Belschnickel. How come I haven't made a Belschnickel movie yet? I feel like that
is this movie. It's a German.
He never does impish or whimsical.
Wait, we haven't got to the why did Russ make us watch this movie? Did we cover that already?
Well, yeah, I think I summed it up.
I can't wait to make you watch like Crime and Punishment or something.
You made me watch movies.
It's like every week.
I have a DVD of The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Yeah, you do.
Fair.
Yeah, you do.
Fair. That's Russ. Right. Point to Russ. Point to Russ.
Yep. Your DVD player. I fucked it. Oh.
Cheers to you.
All right. So you made us watch this movie. We did.
Yep.
What do you have to say about it as far as a rating and possibly giving it a letter grade?
I went into it, even though I picked it, I went into it with low expectations, and I kind of thought I would be pleasantly surprised. And I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't hate this movie. I thought it did a really good job of feeling like a Christmas movie. Like, it actually feels like a Christmas movie, but still being a horror movie, but not being too horror. Like, like it's not all bloody and pop out scenes and all that stuff, but it is a horror movie and it's a Christmas movie. It felt kind of that theme that all Christmas movies follow, where the family's getting together and stupid jokes are being told and food and you hate the aunt and all that shit.
By the end, I thought the aunt. Oh, that's supposed to be my opening quote. Who doesn't have a ham for Christmas? What are you, a Jew?
What are you, a Jew? God damn it! God damn it!
Got to redo the opening. My bad. That's supposed to happen after tonight.
Hey, don't talk about your people like that. As far as a rating goes, I don't know. I like it. I want to give it in the B's, but I think it's a C plus. I would recommend it, but not a lot, if that makes sense.
That makes total sense. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
But I mean,
Joe, what did you?
A lot of Christmas movies really suck. So this one is better than a lot of the ones you can watch.
Name two.
I mean, I'd rather watch this than watch Elf again.
Oh, you fucking spat. I'm gonna turn it off.
Can I second that statement?
No, absolutely not. Why don't you go ahead and tell us your feelings about this movie and then provide it some sort of a level of grade.
Pull out my notes here. All I gotta say about this movie is get him, Rosie. And my favorite
Played by
part,
Thor.
my favorite part about this movie was that I found Krull while I was searching for it. Did either of you guys ever watch Krull?
You know what? I know that's one of your favorites. I've never watched it.
You've never watched Krull? Officially, right now, it's my next pick. It's going to be horrible.
I get the gist.
Fantastic, ridiculously friggin' stupid fucking episode.
It's
but we're
Conan
doing
meets space pirates with long ninja stars. I get it.
Aren't those the
throw a little Arthur and the round table in there?
Isn't that the Marvel?
I didn't know that.
The Marvel characters that fight.
Not the
Krell. Not the Krell. This is the Krull.
Oh no, it's the Kree. It's the Kree.
Yeah. All right, see, better. Yeah, see there.
And the Skrulls.
There you go.
The Kree and the Skrulls. Yeah.
Wait, isn't that the plankton that the whales eat?
Right. That make the oxygen. Because anyways, I think the reason I don't like horror movies is because I realized while watching this movie that I'm the guy that I'm the first guy that dies.
In this case, it was a young girl.
It's a little girl.
The good sister. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, go ahead.
The case is made regardless. I'm probably the guy that dies. I really wanted to hate this movie. Lots of third-party outside stuff that made me not like it when I first went to go look for it. I did end up paying $4 to rent this movie, despite the fact that I get the Peacock service for free with my Xfinity subscription.
That's bullshit. And wow. Xfinity strikes again.
Yeah, well, Xfinity. I got you.
You got an exit.
Your monthly bill. Yeah, the Xfinity.
That's right.
Regardless, it was actually not like the worst movie on the planet.
Right?
I agree with Russ. It was kind of like a perverted Hallmark holiday movie.
Great way to
this is probably one I should watch with my 13, 14-year-old.
Oh, dude, it's right up that age group's alley.
Right? Like right
so that's
in
exactly
that sweet spot,
Yep.
And
plus, Krampus looked kind of cool. So,
well, I mean, like
his face was not. It should have had more movement, and how it was like the mouth was stuck open. Needed a little bit extra on that face.
They had a low budget.
15 mil.
All I'm saying is, why did they make it seem like Krampus was born in January? Like, why the Capricorn hate? The goat, the horns, the nasty face. I don't get it, right?
So
I feel like it was a little biased that direction.
Oh my god!
At the end of the day, I'm probably for what this movie is. So this is a qualified label grade, right? Which all of our grades are. It's a B minus. It was fun. The production value wasn't low. It wasn't like exorbitantly cheesy. Those scenes, I mean, when they're rolling down the street and going to the empty house and the abandoned house and looking at the damage to the chimney and all it, I mean, it had its moments. It was well done. It was just well done about goat claws. What are you
to make another analogy? It reminds me of like the best Disney Channel originals ever got. As far as
I would concur with you.
Quality.
That's fair.
Hey, and Holes, great movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Young Shia LaBeouf.
I didn't think any of the acting was exceptionally horribly done, except for the son that had the weird lips that never spoke and went for the gingerbread
no,
cookie.
there's plenty of. Yeah. Anyway.
David Koechner was great in it.
Keckner.
Whatever.
David Keckner.
I really
Champ Kind
liked him.
Sports. Yeah, he had a character on SNL that I just absolutely loved. Anyway,
I'm glad he wasn't Packer.
Oh, so that's me. But where did you fall, Ben? I feel like you want to be in between Russ and I, but you're probably gonna just be a dick.
So here's what I'll say. I feel like you guys are dancing around it. This movie is two sides of a coin. The first 45 minutes is a Christmas movie. The second 45 minutes is a horror movie. The first 45 minutes is like a bad Christmas Vacation. National Lampoons. It's like a fair. Take off of that, and it's not as good. And then
you know what this is? This is National Lampoons and Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Except Army of Darkness was funny.
You didn't think this was funny at all? Come on.
So here's a note I wrote most of the way through it. This movie is made to appeal to mass audiences. It's not really scary. It's generally funny, and it's overly dramatic. It's made for 13 to 14-year-olds who that's why they gave it a PG-13. They kept that PG-13 rating to make sure it went out to people. Adam Scott, Tony Collette, David Keckner.
As a parent, this is the movie you put on at Christmas when your kids are in that 13, 14 range.
Yes, because they are old enough to not believe that cookies are going to try and kill them.
Yep, you let the younger ones go to bed, and you let them stay up and watch this movie with you while you wrap presents.
Yep. And then you get a clown and you put a pillowcase on its bottom half and you put it right in front of their door, and then you just get to laugh in the morning when they scream.
Fucking A right, dude.
That thing was probably the creepiest of all the.
Definitely was. Yep, definitely was.
All right, so what's your grade? What's your grade, though?
All right. Only because it had good actors. It had people I really like. Other than that, super formulaic. I called them being stuck in a snow globe way the fuck early on. I give this movie a C minus.
Whatever, dude. That's the cover for the fucking film, man. You can't call that out as being predictive. Fuck that shit, dude. Like you
see, and I didn't see the cover. I didn't see the cover.
Whatever, dude. You rented this movie. You had to go get it. The cover art's there. The cover art is literally Krampus's hand coming off of the friggin' snow globe. What?
Not on Peacock.
What?
Not on Peacock.
But honestly,
I can't vouch for that because of Xfinity.
What Christmas movie can you not just call the ending to? Like, it's another thing. Like, everything about this movie I've never seen a Christmas horror movie that I walked away from at the end and I was like, that was a Christmas movie. Like, that really felt like Christmas.
And even speaking to them being stuck in the snow globe, I really loved, like, probably the biggest redeeming factor for me in this movie was into the closing scene, and he woke up and it was a nightmare. And it was like, oh, okay, we're all going to get the feel good Christmassy friggin' vibe. And then he opens the thing that was the ornament from Krampus. And they play back all the echoes of the scenes of everything that happened prior to that. And then it pulls back into this. Like, dude, fucking bravo. Like, that pushed this thing from a D to a fucking B minus for me. Up till that point, agree. I was like, this is fucking what?
I agree with Joe. The very ending of this movie, like, it does what I've been saying, where it has the happy ending. It's got the Christmas story ending, basically. The kid is happy and his family's there and everyone's in a good mood. But then it zooms out and you're reminded this is actually a horror movie. But it's not sad. It's
Krampus comes
Christmas movie.
You're stuck in Christmas Day for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. That's not the worst thing ever, right? Like, if I got to be taken away by a demon, living in Christmas forever isn't that bad.
It's funny. So just speaking to your comment, we just recently watched a movie with my daughter that she wanted to watch again. It's called Christmas Again. And it's very much Christmas. It's Groundhog's Day, Christmas. It's not a good movie. It's fun for a 10-year-old girl.
Right.
But reminded me of all the fun tropes of Groundhog's Day.
Yeah. Russ, what's the last actual Christmas movie you watched that was new? That wasn't a favorite that you rewatched?
It was last year when we did Fat Man, and it was that is my favorite Christmas movie.
Okay. All right.
I loved that movie. It was so good. I'm going to just
preempt your question, Ben, and I'm going to say the same because honestly, that's the truth.
Well, you just said Christmas Again. Are you saying you've watched Christmas Again before?
Well, no, I watched it, but it's no, I guess it is a movie.
That's what prompted me to ask. And Priscilla had just mentioned that she was going to be hanging out with a friend, and they were going to be watching one of her favorite new modern day Christmas movies, which is Noel, with Bill Hader and Anna Kendrick and Shirley MacLaine. Oddly enough,
is that the Netflix original Christmas movie?
I don't think so. It's a Disney. No, it's a Disney. Oh.
And people are talking about some Netflix one.
So what about yours, Ben? What's yours?
Am I lagging?
No.
Noel. It's a Disney movie.
Oh, wait, but that's yours? You said it was your daughter's. It's also yours.
No, she mentioned it, so we watched it.
Yes. We didn't get that far.
You didn't say that. Don't call Joe stupid. I know you wait for those moments.
Oh my God.
Stupid Joe. They come up so rare. You dumb monkey.
So tell what else do you have for us, Ben? Come on, host this show.
Right. I don't know.
All right. Well, I got one.
Might be a solid 17 minutes. Austrian grandma, understanding Austrian grandma, but not speaking Austrian. I thought that was
pretty dope. No, that was dope. I actually like that. I liked the fact that her own son couldn't understand her, but her grandson was all about it. Like he knew.
I don't know, he spoke it. Adam Scott even spoke. Yeah,
right. But he didn't.
Nobody else did.
But he didn't understand her most of the time. If you watch, no, he didn't. If you watch the movie, there was at least 3 scenes where he was like, "What? I don't understand, Grandma," and the grandson, Alex, had to explain it.
But he did. He could speak it to her.
He could speak it to her.
Nobody else spoke it. But yeah.
All right. Let me ask you this.
I like
Russ, you don't have kids, so you don't get to. Joe, there's a horrible blizzard outside. With you? There's a horrible blizzard outside. Ouch. Do you let your daughter go 4 blocks away with nobody else with her?
To her boyfriend's house? Fuck no.
She'll be fine.
The dumbest shit I think in this movie. I'm like, you're just gonna let her go out? Like, you already think it's weird that you don't have any reception. You're cut off from
no gas.
There's no traffic.
Electricity, no traffic. Yeah, no, it's totally not happening. I barely was coerced into inviting my son's girlfriend to the family movie trip the day after Christmas. Barely coerced. There's no way you're gonna walk.
That's weird.
I don't even care. It's different. But no, hell no. You ain't go. What? You gonna do what to go check on your boyfriend? No.
Okay, but wait. Let me ask you the same question, but it's your son.
No. No, you're not gonna go check on your girlfriend.
You haven't seen a car on the street in 48 hours? What happens if they fall? Like,
Dude, I don't give a
nobody's
fuck
gonna
if it's
be
my
there.
wife and she wants to go check on her mom. You ain't going nowhere, bitch.
No, it's like, all right, we're about to make an expedition.
I'm with you guys on this, but I'm born and raised California. I do not know what it's like to go outside when it's snowing like that. Maybe it's not actually that bad.
No, it's fucking cold, dude. I grew up in Wyoming, born and raised in Wyoming.
But I mean, maybe
so that your skin feels like you're rubbing sandpaper on it ever so slightly, just standing outside.
It's only 4 houses down, right? That's what it was.
It's 4 blocks.
Yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't, and even then, like let's just say I was willing to entertain the idea of her walking 4 blocks with what she was wearing in the scene when she asked. Fuck that. You need to go get dressed.
Dude, you fucking put another coat on and another coat on, and then put your winter coat on.
Yeah,
yeah.
And here's a floodlight, and here's and here. Just let me come with you. Like, I mean, no way that kid walks out the door by herself.
So here's what I think is behind the whole thing. This movie was partially written and directed, fully directed, but partially written by Mike Dougherty, also known for his release of a movie Trick or Treat that I guess has a little demon sack monster. Whatever, never seen it. Godzilla King of Monsters, though, directed that. But he also wrote 2005's Superman Returns.
Did he really?
Which, that's, yes.
Wow.
Do we talk
he wrote
about that?
Yeah, well, I want to because I've never been able to let go that in that movie, they're on a giant yacht out in the middle of the ocean. Lex Luthor has Lois Lane. They're cut off out in the middle of the ocean, and the yacht receives a fax. Ow.
Oh, no, you're never cut off. If you've got a yacht on that level, you have a satellite uplink.
It's bullshit. This guy writes sloppy movies.
No, it's not bullshit.
I'd like to introduce X-Men Apocalypse into the courtroom.
He wrote that too?
Screenplay by Michael Dougherty.
All right, well, that movie's bullshit.
That movie was horrible, but Superman Returns actually was not that terrible. If going off memory, I think it's a B minus maybe. But it did give us Kevin Spacey saying wrong in a really funny way that will go down in meme history for all time.
That's fair. And in defense,
shout out to the memes.
I don't think Apocalypse was horrible.
Yes, it was. Stop right now. That's the worst.
I know it's got Jason Isaac.
I can't though, because honestly, if you think about how Apocalypse plays into the comic universe, like that's an absolute like little 5-6 series, 5-6 comics, little offshoot on a potential reality that would have got crazy friggin' traction with the comic book group, and I wasn't mad at it. I thought it was well done. It didn't jive with everything that was going on with the canon at the time.
You thought it was well done?
I liked it.
Do you like your steak well done? Because that movie sucked. I don't know where I'm going with this,
I like you, so keep talking.
Oh my god.
That movie, I'm gonna Google the reviews of it right now just because you need an ass whooping. That movie.
All right. Well, while you do that, I did want to talk about some of the things
he suggests this movie and then wants to criticize me. All right, let's go.
The opening sequence, the opening fighting over everything at the store and just rampant consumerism. I actually, up to a point, I had written the note, this movie is off to a great start. I mean, my second to last note is this movie is fucking stupid, but early on, Thought it was off to a great start. Really, the little scenes they were capturing, I was like, okay, I get it. Like, yeah, we've lost the true meaning of Christmas. And they reinforced it a little bit with the actual actors, but the opening montage definitely set the stage for like, here's
I
why Krampus exists.
I think it carried through. I think it carried through the whole movie. You know, they consistently reinforce those, the Humvee, the weapons, the nice
The
house,
Humvee that shakes the whole house.
the Martha
Ridiculous.
Stewart, the
And the mom or the aunt with Ben's quote. What are you,
Oh yeah.
Jew?
Who doesn't have a ham for Christmas? I really like Conchata Ferrell. She's come up in another one of our reviews. She was, I love seeing her in this. And then when the grandma speaks English and she's like, English, I knew it.
oh yeah, no, that was
Yeah,
fantastic, dude.
yeah.
That
I
was
love the aunt. I
fantastic.
thought the aunt was great in this.
I'll see you in
Uh,
hell.
yeah.
She
Did
gets
you look
sucked
at her
through the
picture
window.
on when you just look at the cast on this? Did you look at what picture they have for her?
I don't think I did.
She looks like she's had a stroke. This whole side of her
Oh,
face is down
wow, that's
lower than the rest of her face, but she's really happy. Like she's
you're.
having a
What do you
good
mean?
time making that ugly face.
What the
It could be
fuck,
Bell's
Russ?
palsy. Who knows? You're
What
fucked up, Russ.
the
I'm not.
fuck, man?
I'm only
Russ
saying it
is
like that because
Russ
she
is
hasn't.
Krampus. He's like,
I
I
say it
think
like that
somebody would
because she
attest to
actually
that.
hasn't had a stroke or anything, but her real life face is making that ugly face of just being a bitch. Like
so
her
she's the second person in existence that could have one half of her face is happy and the other can be pissed off, just like Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Have you
Where
ever
does
seen?
that
You
come
haven't?
from?
Oh, you haven't seen that meme
Tell
where
me about that.
they take a picture of him and then they put a line down the middle of his face and they split both halves of his face apart, and one side looks incredibly happy and the other side looks like he's gonna rip your spleen out.
I haven't seen that.
Gonna,
Let me look.
gonna
Wow.
Google this right now.
Yeah, Harrison
Yeah,
Ford,
Google that.
happy mad,
Let's
happy
talk about
sad.
some of the people who are in this movie real quick. Tony Collette. What do you think of when you think of Tony
Actors
Collette?
like character
Mm.
names. Like I'm beyond actors' names tonight. Which one is Tony Collette?
She's the mom, the main
The
mom,
mom.
the actual
Main
famous
mom.
one who's a really good actor.
All right, yeah, no, she was the anchor.
Agreed.
He's just so old, Joe. Sorry, coming back to Harrison Ford. That picture is after his face becomes 75 years old.
Whatever, dude. That's living in Wyoming, bitch.
And
That's just living in Wyoming. It's got
no,
nothing
he's
to do with
trying to
his age.
smile. He's doing the half smile. Like someone's like, "Hey, Harrison Ford, take a picture." And he goes, And he looks over and he goes like, And so
it was right after Star Wars told him that his own son was going to kill him. That's when that picture was taken.
no, he said he wanted that.
Yeah, that's the only reason he came back. That's the only reason he came back.
They have to kill me. I don't want to be on this. Kill me. What about Maverick Flack? Let's talk about him.
Who
was he?
He was the little fat kid who couldn't talk really well and just stared.
Oh, he was the guy that I thought was Ben, because Ben's the guy that's going for the gingerbread cookie on the chain in the fucking chimney.
Wow. You're fat shaming me? Is that really what's happening right now? Is Joe's going to fat shame me?
Joe actually made a fat joke. God damn, what
God.
happened?
I would not be going after that fucking gingerbread cookie. Who gives a shit? Now, if it's a snickerdoodle guy, maybe.
I love
oatmeal raisin. It's done. I'm on it.
I just love what just happened right there, because Ben loves to point out fat shaming, and he'll fabricate it. And
I do not.
I would never say something like that to Ben. Never. It was so cool to see
totally
his
did.
best friend say it, and him
I
just
totally
like be
did.
like,
I was like, I should
Yep.
bring this up. No, maybe not. No, I'm gonna say it.
No, fuck that kid. The kid was.
No,
Although I
dude,
did like
did
in
that
the
kid even speak in the entire
no,
movie?
no.
Not one spoken word, did he? Yeah.
You know who he reminded me of was Harry Potter's cousin who
Dudley.
Dudley. At
Dudley
least
like,
Dudley
I'm gonna eat
speaks.
the
This guy
cake.
doesn't even fucking speak, dude.
I know, but like
horrible.
you just turn the corner, and when nobody's watching, Dudley just goes and eats the cake. So he turns him into a pig.
I couldn't help but think when I had the first scene when the cousins first showed up. I couldn't help but think, what kind of kid are you raising that his cousin speaks to him and arguably maybe not a compassionate, but at least honestly trying to engage with you setting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you literally say nothing to his face and turn like, what kind of a fucking person are you bringing into this world?
Well, something's wrong with that kid.
Like Krampus needed to take that fucking kid. Fuck that kid.
Which is why when they take the nice sister, I'm like, seriously, you're going after the nice sister before you go after that fucking cretin?
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, he should have been first. He should have been first.
Agreed.
Out of the fucking gate, dude. Fuck that little fucker.
Wait,
the two girls that should have been boys. No offense to the LGBTQ community. But like that little part of his friggin' letter to Santa was fucking priceless, dude.
Yeah, the whole time they're reading that, I'm like, they've got to know. Like,
he's about to drop the heat.
Instead of him just grabbing for it, I would have been like, you're not gonna want to read this out loud by the time you get to the end of this letter. It would be smart for you if you stopped reading, right? Just that seems much more ominous and telling than.
But Ben's right. That's probably the biggest fucking breakdown of this movie is that they take the badass cool sister who admittedly she gets her jabs in. I mean, fuck, dude. Everybody's got a brother or a sister, right? And if you don't, sorry. Merry Christmas. Maybe you'll get one.
Everyone in this movie sucks.
Oh, wow, that's a hot take. Hold on, I gotta stop what I was saying so we can address that.
I mean, I'm not saying the acting was bad. I'm saying they
people
actively make you dislike them.
No, but dude, the aunt was like super mom.
No, not the aunt, the grandma. The grandma is likable, and Tony.
There's
Collette
yeah. There's
the aunt is dope, dude. I mean, she's not like
the aunt,
your favorite person, but I mean, she loves her husband, backs his play, raising their kids like they've got a plan.
Remembers that the baby got left in the car. Doesn't totally forget about the baby until an hour later.
Doesn't forget about.
Good job. Way to be a mom.
So wait, you think she's likable?
I liked the aunt. Like when she went down at the end as they were headed towards the friggin' snowplow. I mean, there was a mutual understanding between her and her sister. She was like, "Look, you get my fucking kids."
Okay,
out.
wait.
I don't care.
When that happened, why did her sister, the mom, just give up? She's like, "Close the door. I'm going down."
Which is a reason I like the aunt better than the mom, because the mom didn't just step up into the fucking cab because that's all she needed to do.
Literally all she needed to do.
All she needed to do, yeah. Oh, I can drive this vehicle that still starts and has a manual transmission.
But here,
I'm going to stand here and have a dramatic moment so that
you don't hear one sound effect to hear that Hummer being ripped apart, but that thing is ripped into at least a dozen pieces.
No, they had a moment.
No, they didn't.
They had a moment after he shot the gun.
No.
Ridiculous.
They did. They did. They did.
Did
They
you hear it
did.
drive up to the house though? Like that was.
Yeah, that
I
again.
know, but
Yeah.
dramatic license. I mean, come on. That's the fucking thing you want to nitpick about this movie? Are you serious?
I mean, it's one of them.
Oh my god.
It's one of them. I will admit, after Howie gets taken up the chimney and the dramatic chimney experience, when the shoe falls back down and hits David Koechner on the head, I thought that was pretty good. I was like,
I thought that was a great little sequence to bring the rest of the family into it. Because I'll be honest, I didn't get a chance to watch it until today. Didn't know if I was gonna get a chance to watch it.
Oh, thanks.
It is what it is, man. Suck it. It's fucking.
It sounds
Christmas.
like the start of a speech where the end is, I didn't actually watch it.
No, I did actually watch the whole thing. But I had a substantial break where I came back and they were all covered with soot and friggin' grandma was telling her story and friggin' Keckner, whatever the fuck his name is, says, we're gonna listen to this to load it. And I was like, oh well shit, this looks like it might actually be a movie. I gotta rewind it. Because if I didn't give a fuck about this movie, Russ, I would have just watched it from that point and then faked it and probably still been okay.
You know what? Before we finish, I'm gonna change my rating. I'm gonna change my rating to be the rating that I wanted to give, which is a B-.
Hey, don't come up to my level.
I would watch this movie again. And I cannot say that about 90% of Christmas movies. I just don't like them normally. And I enjoyed this movie. Is there shit to complain about? Hell yeah. But it was a fun movie.
I'll admit that based off of what I saw prior to my viewing experience, I rented it versus buying it. And I have bought some shit fucking movies for this show.
Like name
most of them.
No,
you don't have to actually name 5. It's the joke is that I said 5 instead of 1.
Oh, well, it's fair. I was just looking, I was scrolling in my mind through Russ's recommendations.
Right. Yeah.
But this is one of them where, for the $10, I wouldn't be mad to turn this on next year.
You don't give my recommendations low ratings. You've given 2 of them low
Have
ratings.
you watched this show?
I mean, you like my movie picks. You just give me shit.
I like to give you shit. That's the point of this show.
What makes it charming?
It's one I wouldn't be upset at owning.
Yeah,
because I have 3 children in the home.
Back to for Christmas,
Right.
I don't have a lot of staples for Christmas movies.
If I was a single
there are a shit ton of staples for Christmas movies. What the fuck are you talking about?
In my house, we have Love Actually. We have I know.
Oh God.
I mean, no, I like Love Actually, but whatever. Harry Potter.
Any of them? Okay.
And now Fat Man, and I'd add Krampus to the list. We don't like Elf in my household.
That's a really weird list.
Dude, where is White Christmas?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't want to watch that movie. I just don't.
What about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? That's
phenomenal. I don't. These are all movies that are good. And you're gonna name some things. Sonia likes Home Alone. Sometimes we watch it.
Oh my god, fuck that movie.
I've seen
Die Hard. Hello.
Die Hard. Right? I will always watch. Yes, but most Christmas movies, I just don't really want to watch them anymore.
Try out Noel.
No, I don't watch Elf, so fuck that movie.
And I didn't watch Elf.
I will watch Noel. However,
it's decent.
If you've got this far,
subscribe,
ring the bell.
By the end of it, we've had enough beer that we just bitch about shit.
Right.
Merry Christmas!
This movie was not screened for critics. Just
really?
Yep.
This movie was filmed in front of a live audience.
No animals were harmed.
Mm-hmm.